Ishana, beloved, your message today you have mentioned that dear Hemendra has got the corona and he is in hospital. I have spoken few times on these issues about corona and its root causes. Every time I thrown the light how it is important to have space, physical space first, and then psychological space. Once you have asked me the question that in Asian countries still people behave like a crowd. There is no individuality, and in Western world people are getting mature. This question I will answer you soon. But I come back to present corona crisis. And now our beloved friend is also got the victim of this deadly virus. I was burning all the time that you should learn from the crisis, change yourself. But man thinks nothing can happen to him. What can happen to the other people? Other people will die, but not me, not I. Everybody thinks like this way. You understand what I'm saying? Man never learns from others. There were many deadly wars, and recently two world wars. And after wars, man immediately started accumulating weapons. And the same pattern continued. Then, now, Corona manifested from the ignorance of human behaviors, the way man lives, the man thinks. From that, this virus originating. And this virus spread all over the planet, all over the world, giving the message that actually Corona exposed the human consciousness, how poor it is and how false it is. People are living in divisions, in family divisions, is in the division of caste systems, such as Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jews, Buddhists, Jainas, and thousands of such divisions which are dividing man to man. Also, nationalities such as Indian, American, German, Chinese, these boundaries are psychological boundaries. And coronavirus said these boundaries are nonsense. And coronavirus doesn't need passport and visa, it is spread everywhere. It doesn't care who are you. The virus shows you that you are nothing. You are just ashes, just a mitti. Because man thinks he is something very great, so called enlightened, so very rich, very famous, has big name, big power. And this poor virus came and destroys your all nonsense, The house you have made out of your ignorance is destroyed in within seconds. Still, you do not understand that the earth demands a new consciousness. You people don't take things serious. And only serious people can really enjoy the life. Only the serious people know how to live in the glory of life. Most people are superficial and they only get up when accident happens, then it is too late. They can't see before. I can see now. In coming years will be very dangerous for human existence and for whole planet. Because we are not ready to change. We are holding the old values so strongly. You don't let go things. This time I gave the message that live silently, live in seclusion as nobody. Do not meet with physically with many people, but habits are so deep down that you cannot live alone. You cannot live in retreat. Now you see, I am living since more than half an year in retreat, in total in silence. Only see patients and I entered in my house and then do not see anybody. Do not talk. Why I do it? Because in this way I can help the world. Only the silence and gathering the energy can heal, can be a little oasis in this burning world of accidents. You understand what I'm saying? And this occasion one should seek the refuge in silence and break down all the habits, all physical habits of overeating, being lazy, and depending on tablets, medicine, inactivities, and gathering the fat in body. These habits to break down, to change. But this is very little small habits, but the big habits and very dangerous habits are psychological level, thought level, that always your mind is chit chattering. You want to pursue activities. In this time, you should not think for your family and family affair, but you should think and feel for the whole of the world, because the world is burning through this virus. Thousands of people are dying every day. Today alone in Germany, 1100 people died in one day. But you don't care, do you? Because you only think that small your family, that my family should be happy, my children should get married. So people think that their children, their daughters and sons should get married. Even when there is corona, they don't wait for it. Because for them the entertainment is first place. They don't care the suffering of the world. They think that if their children get married, then it will be so satisfactory. And then doing so, people gather and they infect to each other, because this virus is highly infectious and now it is mutating. If you can stay in family with lots of distance, then your body is safe. But you don't listen. Your monkey mind want to gather people, to celebrate the parties, to celebrate the festival, to arrange the marriages and give the birth of children. So it continues as it is continue after two world war, the same habit of violence, gathering armament, gathering properties, bank balance, hating to each other. Have you ever asked, why do you hate? Every person hates, but talks that one should forgive. These are the only talks, but actually the fact is that you hate. You never love. And on New Year, you have asked me, Ishana, to give the message. So I'm going to talk on love. Why I'm going to talk on love, I will tell you. Why it is so important. Because one sentence I will say and then the rest I will talk tomorrow. This is the only thing you do not have. I'm talking the whole mankind. You have everything. And what matters is love. You do not have. That's why these accidents. That's why this superficial life you lead. This this moment earth demands from you to be silent. Emerge in self-study. Find out the right meditation. Not occupy in meditations, so-called commercial meditations, but find out a real one. And put all your energy for mutation. Even the virus is intelligent. It mutates, but you never mutate. You still hold on your old structures, your old values, your old traditions, which are highly poisonous and deadly. And when I point out, you become angry and leave the teachings platform and withdraw, and then become the victim of your little shoddy life. When you are withdrawn, you are actually very much open to get diseases and accidents. You invite viruses. You are not protected. Protection is when you are contact with life. Life itself is immune against all diseases, physically as well as psychologically. You have no immune. You have left yourself in the danger. And since you live in ignorance, you don't see this danger. You think that everything will be fine. Just do my ritual, do my traditional marriages and festivals, do parties, gather few people. But this will be then the occasion when you come close and infect to each other. I never participate in marriages. This is the most ugly thing. I also never participate in when somebody dies. I never go. Because they create so much fuss, so much bad energy. Because they never lived, so when they die, they are so much attached and they create so much evil energy at the moment of death. I never attend these two things in my life from childhood. I refused. For the simple reason that these are not only superficial but unreal, not practical. You must now change. This message is now. Again, I am talking about this virus. And vaccines is there, but actually how long this vaccine can help you physically, because so long you are not changing psychologically, mentally, you will create another virus. Then you need again vaccine. And so your body will become always weak and weak against diseases. Your body is already so much dead because you are taking tablets since 30 years, 50 years. And this virus is only dangerous when you have other diseases such as in lung. In lungs, if they are very weak, then there is danger. And when you have diabetics and cancer, asthma, then this virus can end up in death. It's very dangerous. And people who have already diseases, they should know that they should not participate in any celebrations, any marriage ceremonies, any religious ceremony, temples, mosques, churches. For 6 months, can't you break down your habit, knowing how dangerous is it? No, you can't. For you, your things are first. You are the first, and others are last. This is what you have been brought up. You brainwashed. Take serious. I am talking you with enormous compassion and love. That listen, you don't listen. You know the miracle of miracle? You don't know, do you? The greatest miracle is not the miracle of parapsychological things, but the greatest miracle is to listen. Nothing comes close to its beauty and depth. Listen. And this is the only thing you don't do. I have spoken so many years, and even these talks, only few people listen. Only few times, and then you get caught in your habits again. You walk 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, and then again start doing your destructive mental activities, which is pursuing endless thoughts and endless activities, family centered, attached. You are so attached in your things. And then you catch then such viruses, such diseases and accidents. Unconsciously, you invite them. And then you put other people in danger. Right now, here, what happened, I tell you. a person, young man, his family member got coronavirus. But in Christmas, he went to see his father. In Christmas, he bought some presents. He went with his wife, new married. So both wanted to present, and in spite of it is forbidden in Christmas time, is very dangerous situation here. Germany is already locked down completely since few weeks, and Austria is locked down since last week, since 26th of December. Completely. Only you can go outside with good reason, otherwise it is not allowed. But this man went with his new wife, just married, and presented his father. His father was 60 or plus 60s and risiko person for corona. But they don't respect. He presented gift and introduced his wife, and afterwards he got corona, his wife got corona, and his father is lying in deathbed. But in spite, people were not allowed. He went for, and if you see it, you will think, oh, how much he loves his father. But it is not love. It is just stupidity and tremendous ignorance. Because because of your pleasure, giving somebody present, this nonsense present, you always presenting something. You never present love, but you present the things which you buy from the supermarket. These are all dead things. You can present a car, you can present the land and watches and gold, but these are all dead. You listen this lecture, not lecture, but a living thing. This is the living teachings. Very powerful. Can you listen it? And then change? So this man put not only his life and his wife's life in danger, others people. And through his father, the corona spread whole family, whole so-called, relative. You never learn how to have the space. And this time, when situation demands from you to have a space, you demonstrate your stupidity, your stupid emotions and sentiment that some person is having corona. Maybe he is not showing the big symptoms, but is still having that. Don't go near, because you are all ticking bombs, You all are danger to each other. This is what corona is saying to you. Because you have not loved since thousands of years That's why you are dangerous to each other. If you are father or son or daughter or son-in-law or brother-in-law, and all this nonsense will not save your life. What can save your life is the love, and that love you should demand for. Otherwise, there's no meaning in your life. You will end up in sickness and in the hospital. I have cases now. Now, also, I observed that many people are getting mentally also disturbed. Today it was like that. I met a person. From today I have 2 weeks break, clinic break. And do you know how much I am every second enjoying this being alone, not seeing anything? You don't know, do you? You don't know this luxury. How beauty it is to be alone. I have seen today a crazy person. And the other and another person the same. And last week in clinic were many psychological disturbed. One woman on Friday. No, sorry, it was not Friday. It was yesterday, just yesterday. Because I sometimes forget when I finish clinic, I don't remember anything. For me, it seems like was working last year, like 1 year before. I do not keep anything in my memory. It is empty. The moment I leave the clinic, my mind, my brain is totally empty. That's why I was thinking it was long time ago. But it was yesterday, was it? A woman came and she was crying. I gave her acupuncture for depression. She just broke up with her husband. Her husband is suffering tremendously through depressions and taking the drugs. And she said, please help me. Can I get a flat immediately for a month that I can have my own space? This was exactly her words. You understand? You don't understand, no? And in India, people are really, when I see it's horrible how immaturely they behave. But the situation is everywhere same. Here too people are immature, but in India very extremely. So now you can see the virus is in air. It is just there, just next to you. Be careful. We alone, physically, mentally, create in you, build up immune system with right food, right exercise. Just eat green salad. Eat only once a week, once a day. Do not eat at evening. Do good exercises. Go for a walk. Go in the retreat. Don't talk much. Think for the whole humanity now, because this virus says, I have brought you all together now through diseases. Break down your nationalities, break down your caste system, break down your family system. Only stay with each other together with out of love. This is the message, but you don't get the message because you are all so materialistic. Vaccine are being created, but this vaccine will not go further. There will be other human accidents waiting. Many clairvoyant people have predicted already, and I can see it. Just a woman in Bulgaria, do you know her name maybe? She was blind, but she could see the future, the things happening. Her name is Baba Benga. Baba Benga. And she also predicted many accidents which came true, like Nostradamus. But any person who is a little aware can see it. And Baba Benga has predicted that coming these years is going to be very dangerous for mankind. So you should think for whole humanity because you are one conscious. You are the same consciousness. There's no different consciousness. It's a one consciousness. There are many bodies, 8 billions, but one consciousness. This you should realize, not as theory, but as reality. Then you can break down your habits and live differently. I always say holistically. Listen. Now, this talk many times because you can't listen it once because your thought don't allow you to listen because you are so occupied with your material activities. And now I am sending my blessing and love to Hemendra. I will do everything in silence to send the healing passes, which is other thing which my work. But when I talking now all mankind. Why? Because you are the same consciousness, same habits. What you are doing thousands of kilometers in Europe, the same thing is doing in people in Africa and America and China. Same thing. Language is different. But psychological activities are similar. That's why you create the great evil energies. So never think that this thought is your thought. Thought is never yours. Because all people are thinking similarly. You understand me? Listen. Change. Look. Create the future for man. And you can only create the future for new coming human beings if you can mutate yourself. Complete mutation at physical and psychological level. You understand? I will be giving you, as Ishana has asked me to send the New Year message, which I will be giving you in video form. Till then, namaste and my blessings. One more thing here now, while talking to you, it is getting almost in night, midnight, very silent. My whole house filled with silence. The fire is burning and the candles are burning. There is something unknown vibration in this room, very beautiful, beyond the words. Outside is extremely cold, but amazingly, the sky is clear and there is moon, also almost full. And while talking to you, I immersed in deep silence. The silence which comes by itself without invitation, without effort, and without motivation. And this strength of silence, which is love, I am sending to our beloved Hemendra. I'm sending the healing passes to him. And now, few moments I will sit in these moments and reaching to Hemendra. Only love can reach without the hindrance of distance and time. Namaste.